So I thought it would be good just to give y'all a little of my educational background and science background. I know most of you have, if you've been following me for any length of time, you've probably heard me say I'm a science girl. I love science. So as a little girl, my dream was to be a veterinarian. My mom has two brothers, both of whom are veterinarians, and my grandfather had a brother that was a veterinarian. I'm a huge animal lover, and that was my dream as a little girl. We used to go up to my mom's families, to my grandparents' house in North Alabama, like in the Fort Payne area, every Thanksgiving when I was young. And one Thanksgiving morning, I was probably about 10 years old, and I went with my grandfather and my great uncle to search for one of my grandfather's cows that had wandered off, a pregnant cow that had wandered off. Not really knowing, I just wanted to be involved in anything they were doing with the cows, with the animals. So, not really knowing what I was getting myself in for, what I ended up seeing was a down cow that was clinging to life, and watched as my great uncle and my grandfather pulled this dead calf. It was a crisp, cold Thanksgiving morning in the mountains, I called them growing up, foothills of the Smokies. And I'll never forget that perfectly formed calf with the steam coming off of it and that mama cow mooing, and I was devastated. I was heartbroken, and that was it for my veterinary aspirations. I said no way could I deal with dead or dying animals. So I'm not sure what that says about me that I went into human medicine, but I went to nursing school in Monroe at what is now called the University of Louisiana at Monroe. Back in the day, it was called NLU, Northeast Louisiana University, and I got a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing in the year of 1991. So for those of y'all doing the math, that was 30 years ago, which is crazy. I worked as an RN in Monroe for about 3.5 years in adult critical care and acute dialysis before going back to graduate school. Then I moved to Fort Worth and went to Texas Wesleyan University to pursue a master's degree in actually what my master's is in, and what Texas Wesleyan offered. My master's is in health science. So got that master's there, focusing on nurse anesthesia, did an anesthesia residency, and in 1996, I became a CRNA, so Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist. So I do anesthesia. The majority of my 25-year anesthesia career has been in outpatient surgery, outpatient anesthesia. I absolutely love it. It is something I'm incredibly passionate about. I'm super blessed and fortunate at this stage of my life to be able to work part-time. So I just do anesthesia a couple of days a week at a little surgery center in Mansfield, Texas. Just all outpatient surgery. My specialty is pediatric anesthesia. I do the majority of the ear, nose, and throat surgery at our little surgery center. So that is my background. So when I say I'm a science girl, I'm a science girl. Not that I guess I'm telling you why am I qualified to answer your questions. A lot of it is based on experience, and a lot of it is based on education. Also, a passionate desire to never stop learning. So I think knowledge is power. I love knowledge. I love information, especially when it's something I'm, excited about and something I'm interested in. So that is a little bit about my background and why I'm sort of a, crazy science girl when it comes to all the intricacies of egg color genetics and, the animal world and animal husbandry, gardening. Really, all of it is because of my love, absolute love of science and nature. So